Good day, learners! Welcome back here on my channel. This is me once again, Teacher Jinjin, your virtual teacher here on YouTube. Nandito ko sa Math TV PH, ang iyong kaagapay sa pag-aaral ng mathematics. Bago tayo magsimula, i-click muna ang subscribe button at notification bell para updated ka sa ating mga bagong math tutorials. Tara, aral tayo! Today we are going to discuss about solving quadratic inequalities in two variables. Kung nahihirapan kayo sa pag-graph ng mga parabola o kaya naman sa paghahanap ng tamang shaded region, don't worry because we'll break it down step by step. Let's get started. By the end of this video, ang ating learning objectives ay number 1, illustrate quadratic inequalities in two variables. Number 2, solve quadratic inequalities in two variables graphically. And lastly, identify sets of points that are solutions to quadratic inequalities in two variables. Before we dive into graphing, let's first review what an inequality is. So, an inequality compares two values, showing if one is less than, greater than, or simply not equal to one another. So, kapag meron kayong nakikita na mga symbols like greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, yun ay inequality. Ngayon, meron kasi tayong tinatawag na linear inequality at quadratic inequality. But today, we are going to focus on a quadratic inequality. Ano naman ang quadratic inequality? It is a type of mathematical statement which does not have an equal sign and includes the highest degree of 2. So, ibig sabihin niyan, ang highest degree ng inequality ay 2. Moreover, a quadratic inequality in two variables naman can be written as one of the following forms, where a, b, and c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. Yung highest degree dapat natin ay hindi pwedeng maging 0. Kasi kapag 0 yung a natin, that means magiging 0 yan at magiging linear inequality na lang siya. Okay, so that is very important. Pwede nating isulat as y is greater than ax squared plus bx plus c. Pwede ring less than, pwede ring greater than or equal to, and less than or equal to, but not equal. Okay? Kapag equal na yung sign niyan, magiging quadratic equation na siya. So, yun lang yung pinagkaiba ng quadratic equation sa quadratic inequality. Now, for you to understand whether the given example is a quadratic inequality, let's answer these following examples. By the way, when we say quadratic inequality in two variables, dapat meron tayong dalawang variables. Ang laging magkasama ay yung x and y or a and b. Pero kapag puro x yung nakalagay, ang tawag doon ay one variable lang. Yung iba, puro y, so hindi pwedeng ganun. Dapat merong dalawang variable. So determine whether each mathematical sentence is a quadratic inequality in two variables or not. For number 1, y is greater than x squared minus 4x plus 3. As you can see, in this example, it has two variables which is yung y at saka yung x. At ang kanyang highest exponent ay 2 or the highest degree is 2. That means number 1 is a quadratic inequality. For number 2, we have 2x plus 5y is less than or equal to 10. Dito sa number 2, we have x and y, two variables. But as you can see, ito ay in the first degree kasi wala tayong exponent na 2, which means this is not a quadratic inequality. Number 3, we have x squared minus 9 is less than 0. So, ang ating highest degree dito ay 2 at ang kanyang inequality ay less than, that means it is a quadratic inequality. Number 4, 3x squared minus 2y is equal to 8. As you can see, meron tayo dito equal sign. That means, it is a quadratic equation. So, hindi siya quadratic inequality. Number 5, y is greater than or equal to negative x squared plus 6x minus 5. So, dito, meron tayong two variables din. Ang highest degree niya is 2. That means it is a quadratic inequality kasi ang ginamit na inequality sign ay greater than or equal to. Next, number 6, we have x plus 2 times x minus 3 is greater than or equal to 0. So dito, sa number 6, wala kayong nakikitang exponent na 2. But if you are going to factor it, ang magiging result niya, by FOIL method, ang makukuha nating sagot dito is x squared minus x minus 6. So, as you can see, ang ating highest degree na ay 2. So, that means this is also a quadratic inequality. Number 7, we have 4x minus y squared is greater than 7. So, dito ang inequality sign ay greater than at ang ating squared na variable ay yung y naman. Okay? So, this is a quadratic inequality. Number 8, 5x plus 3y squared equals 12. So, ang ating ginamit na symbol dito is equal sign. That means it is not a quadratic inequality. Number 9, y is less than 2x squared plus x minus 6 is in a quadratic term 2x squared. And ang inequality sign ay less than. So, this is a quadratic inequality. Lastly, number 10, xy minus 3 is less than or equal to 0. So, this is an inequality involving an xy cross term, which is ang magiging result nito is hyperbolic or bilinear relation. So, ganun ang pagdetermine ng quadratic inequality or not. Now, let's try to answer this example. Find the solution set of the quadratic inequality y is greater than or equal to x squared plus 2x minus 3. So, meron tayong dalawang method na gagamitin pero this time we're going to graph the quadratic inequality. So, step 1, we are going to rewrite the quadratic inequality as quadratic equation. Pag kasi na-convert na natin siya into quadratic equation, pwede natin gamitin yung solving by factoring, completing the square, or using the quadratic formula. So, there are different methods na pwede nating pag-solve. Pero this time, by graphing muna tayo. So, itong y is greater than or equal to x squared plus 2x minus 3, papalitan lang natin yung sign ng equal sign. So, this is the equation of the boundary line. Now, step number 2, make a table of values and assign some values of x to solve some values of y. But before that, para alam natin kung ano nga ba yung ilalagay natin sa table of values natin, kailangan muna natin isolve yung vertex. So, calculate the x-coordinate of the vertex using the formula x is equal to negative b over 2a. Yan yung gagamitin natin ha, para makuha natin yung vertex. So, in the equation, y equals x squared plus 2x minus 3, ang a natin dito is 1 kasi may invisible 1 dito, katabi ni x squared. At ang b naman natin ay 2, and substitute sa ating formula na x equals negative b over 2a. So, magiging negative 2 over 2 times ang a natin is 1 equals negative 1. Kasi negative 2 divided by 2 equals negative 1. This means that the vertex or yung turning point ng ating parabola or yung middle kung saan siya liliko ay yung negative 1. So, ang next step, dahil negative 1 ang turning point natin, kumuha tayo ng mga numbers doon sa left side ni negative 1 at right side niya. So, kukuha tayo ng dalawang values which is negative 3 and negative 2. Ito yon. At yung middle natin is negative 1. Ito yung vertex natin. Then, 0, 1. Okay? Usually, yan yung ginagamit. Dalawang or 5 table of values para makuha natin yung 5 points. So, pwede rin namang ito lang, isa lang na point, at yung ito, pwede na yon. But for you to answer this equation or this inequality, kailangan natin ng 5. Again, pwedeng 3 lang. Dito sa table of values, pwedeng 5. Next, isolve natin yung negative 3. So, y equals x squared plus 2x minus 3. Substitute natin yung negative 3 dito sa equation na to. So, that will be y equals x squared plus 2x minus 3 magiging negative 3 squared plus 2 times negative 3 minus 3. So, substitute lang natin yung negative 3 dito sa equation na to. And then, solve natin. Negative 3 times negative 3 equals 9. 2 times negative 3 equals negative 6 and minus 3. Then, isolve natin. 9 minus 6 minus 3, that would be equal to 0. So, ang magiging value of y natin is equal to 0. So, by the way, this is the value of x. Yung nandito naman sa baba ay the value of y. Next, isolve naman natin yung negative 2. So, kapag ang ating x ay negative 2, substitute lang natin dito sa equation. So, that would be negative 2 squared plus 2 times negative 2 minus 3. So, negative 2 squared is equal to 4. Then, 2 times negative 2 equals negative 4 minus 3. Then, 4 minus 4 minus 3, that would be equal to negative 3. Then, ang value ng y is negative 3. When x is negative 2, ang value ng y is negative 3. Next, we have negative 1. Substitute lang natin dun sa value or dun sa equation. Y equals negative 1 squared plus 2 times negative 1 minus 3. So, negative 1 squared is equal to 1. Then, 2 times negative 1 equals negative 2 minus 3. 1 minus 2 minus 3, that would be equal to negative 4. So, when the value of x equals negative 1, the value of y is negative 4. Next, kapag naman ang ating x ay 0, substitute lang natin doon sa equation. We have 0 squared plus 2 times 0 minus 3, and that would be equal to negative 3. So, negative 3 yan. And lastly, when x is equal to 1, what is the value of y? Magiging 1 squared plus 2 times 1 minus 3. Solve natin. 1 squared is equal to 1. 2 times 1 equals 2 minus 3. And 1 plus 2 minus 3 equals to 0. So, ito na. Nakumpleto na natin yung table of values. The next step is to plot the points. Again, ito ay x at ito naman ay y. Okay? So, ang ating first ordered pair ay negative 3, 0. At ang negative 3, 0 nandito. And then, we have negative 2, negative 3. Andito siya. Next is negative 1 and negative 4. Ito. So, ito yung turning point natin na sinasabi ko kanina. Dito siya liliko. And we have 0, negative 3. And lastly, we have 1, 0. So, ito yung 5 points natin. After that, magdodrawing na tayo ng parabola. Okay, so remember na kapag ang ating inequality ay greater than at less than, ang gagamitin na parabola is broken na parabola. At kapag naman greater than or equal to at less than or equal to, ang gagamitin ay solid parabola. So magdodrawing tayo dito ng parabola. Dudugtong lang natin yung mga points. And to show you kung ano yung magiging kalabasan niya, ganito. So, ito na yung magiging parabola natin. Negative 3, 0, negative 2, negative 3, negative 1, negative 4, 0, negative 3, and 1, 0. Step 5, choose a test point. The chosen test point must be a point that lie on either of the regions. So, ang gagawin natin, ang usually na ginagamit na test point ay either yung nasa baba ng parabola or yung nasa loob ng parabola. Yung nasa inner or yung nasa outer. Usually na ginagamit ay yung 0, 0 to test points. Pero kapag ang ating parabola ay within 0, 0, hindi natin pwedeng gamitin. I-substitute lang natin yung test point doon sa inequality. So, ang inequality natin kanina is y is greater than or equal to x squared plus 2x minus 3. Then, substitute lang natin yung 0 sa inequality. So, we have 0 squared plus 2 times 0 minus 3. And then, solve natin. 0 plus 0 minus 3, that would be equal to negative 3. Ang next na gagawin, ito ba ay true or false? So, kapag ito ay true, shadean natin yung test point. Pero kapag false, doon tayo sa kabilang side siya mag-shade. Is 0 greater than or equal to negative 3? True. That means, ang shadean natin ay yung nasa test point na part. Yung nandito sa origin. Okay? Kasi ito yung 0, 0. That means, ang shadean natin ay yung nasa test point. So, that is how you graph quadratic inequality into variables. Ngayon, kapag kunwari ang tinest mo na point ay yung nasa labas, at naging false siya, that means dito pa rin yung ating shadean na part. So, ang tip ko sa inyo dito sa pag-solve ng quadratic inequalities in two variables, kapag ang original problem is in greater than or equal to, ang shadean nyo na part is yung nasa above the vertex. Okay? Above the vertex. Yun yung key point nyo. Pero para ma-sure kayo, gawin ninyo yung testing the points. Kapag naman ang given na problem is less than or equal to, ang shadean nyo naman na part is yung below the vertex. So in this example, ang ating inequality ay greater than or equal to, kaya ang na-shadean na part ay yung above the vertex. So, yung vertex natin kanina dito is, diba, yung negative 1. At dyan nagtatapos ang ating discussion tungkol sa pag-solve at pag-graph ng quadratic inequalities in two variables. Kung may mga tanong kayo o medyo nalilito kayo sa ilang mga parts ng ating discussion, i-comment nyo lang sa baba para pag-usapan natin. And huwag nyong kalimutang i-like ang video ito, i-share sa inyong mga kaklase at mag-subscribe na rin kayo para sa iba pang math tutorials. Maraming salamat sa panonood at kita-kits sa susunod na aralin. Bye!